Now, talking of food, we know that there's soon to be cuts across the country. But one cut that we didn't expect to come out of Westminster were the cuts in the size of their roast beef dinners. One MP is so aggrieved he complained to the Palace of Westminster, saying, "RE, today's roast beef dinner, I received only 2 thin slices of beef instead of 3. He might not have done it in that voice, but I think that worked.
So does portion... didn't do it in that voice, Andrew.
No? So, Sherry, does portion size matter?
Well, I think it does. Well, the thing is, you know, with portion sizes, you know what I can't bear? You know when you go to a carvery? Now, you know what I'm going to say, don't you? And people come with plates like that. And it makes you feel sick, doesn't it? Why? And then they... like a pig. And I just think that's disgusting. And that makes me sick. I don't like hardly... I like very small bits. And then if you want more, you can go for more. So I can't... But you know the days when, you know, your granddad always got the bigger plate and men were always served first, weren't they? You know, and your granddad got... I always remember being at my grandma's house and granddad got all the potatoes and all, you know, the beef, and then Grandma did, and then I would get my little plate. And my granddad, I always used to eat off his plate, but he was always sat down first, he was always given... And it's the man's portion, isn't it? Yeah. Men get bigger portions. It can't be like that now,
no,
can it?
No, it is like that in our house, you know, it's like, you know, daddy bear, mummy bear, baby bear. But, yeah, I mean, well, if you look at it size-wise, Steve likes kind of desperate Dan portions. You know, like big things of mash with big sausages sticking out, maybe a pie with horns, you know.
He is desperate Dan,
he does look
Steve,
a bit like
yeah.
desperate Dan. He does go, you know. Oh, I'm full of noises
you
today.
Are full of noises. Like sitting next to a farmyard animals. There's noises.
Thank you very much. It's been noted.
No, to be honest, I like a big portion.
Yeah.
And, no, I tend to overcook, and my mother did, funnily enough, because no, not overcook, as in burn. I mean portion size, because I can't bear the fact of there not being enough. So I'd rather have too much than too little. Whereas Ray is the complete opposite, you know, when he's cooking, and he's a good cook, but he'll come to me and go, "Is that enough potatoes for 8?" And there's like 3 potatoes in that.
Yeah.
So he's a stingy cook.
He's a stingy cook. But funnily you should say that, because I always serve Ray and the 2 boys.
What, still?
Always first, yeah. And I think because when I grew up, that's what my mum did. She always served the men first, and it's really, really weird, but I do. Yeah. Not even, I think I do it subconsciously.
And I bet you get a little tiny bit at the end,
well, I put everybody's out, and then what's ever left, I'll have.
I know.
So, you
Why
know,
do women do that?
So what do you eat instead? Biscuits?
No, I'll still get dinner, but I'll give them the majority of it, and I'll
and
have
she'll
the
have
last
hers
bit.
on a dolly plate.
And normally, by the time I sit down to eat it, mine's kind of lukewarm.
Yeah, there you go.
It's quite a normal mum thing.
Yeah.
What? Mark.
What kind of portion do you like?
Well, I prefer to have just enough food on my plate that I will eat, because I hate waste. So I hate, you know, like sometimes, you know, you visit other countries and they pile your plate huge, and you just think, I don't want to eat it because it's just too much and it's excessive and it's wasteful. But having said that, it doesn't matter anymore, because whatever I don't eat, Mark will eat. And you were saying about the carvery or the buffet earlier on, he doesn't just come back with a big pile plate, he comes back with 2 plates. So he'll have the meat on one plate and all the veg on the other plate, and then he'll eat what I've got. And also, you know, there's a thin line between just being hungry and having a great appetite and being greedy.
What's he?
And he's very aware of the fact that people might think he's greedy, and he doesn't want to look greedy. And in fact, on Saturday night, we were at my friend's and she did all this barbecue meat, loads of it, like steaks and burgers and chops and all sorts of stuff. And there was quite a lot left. There was blokes there, and they were all eating, and there was a little bit left. It was like a sausage and a bit of steak and a bit of lamb left over. And I could see Mark got his eye on it like that. and I'm looking at him and I'm going, do you want to eat that? And he was like, no, it's all right. And I know he's only saying that because he doesn't want people to think he's greedy. So then my friend, she said to him, no, listen, if you want to eat that, you can eat it, because no one else is going to eat it. And he went, well, what about that lot? Don't they want it? No, they don't want it. And then he went, oh, doesn't the dog want it? And I went, we just fell on the floor laughing. Of course the dog wants it. But ask the dog. Should we ask the dog? Do you want a sausage? Yes, really. No, it's all right. You could have said like he was depriving the dog of all the meat. Oh, bless him. Yeah.
Bless him. Well, never mind the dog. How would you like to...